Banana bread is by far my most favourite dessert recipe, and this one is brilliant because it's full of chocolate chips and sprinkled with walnuts on top. So here's how to make it.
Okay, and for the ingredients you'll need 200 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, a pinch of salt, 85 grams of butter, 150 grams of caster sugar, 2 eggs, 3 very ripe bananas, 600 millilitres of milk, 50 grams of chocolate chips and a handful of walnuts. To start with, you'll need to preheat your oven to 170 degrees and then get yourself a large mixing bowl and pour in your caster sugar and your butter. We now need to cream the butter and the sugar together, and what that involves is working the two ingredients with a wooden spoon until they're thoroughly combined, and it might also help if you bring the butter to room temperature beforehand. It will take a bit of patience, but you should end up with something looking like this. The next step is to sift in your plain flour over the butter and the sugar, as well as sifting in the half teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. And the next step is to crack in the 2 eggs into the mixing bowl. Now pour in your milk and also a pinch of salt. Now you need to mix all of these ingredients together until they're all thoroughly combined. Now in a separate mixing bowl you need to peel all of your bananas, throw them in and then mash them until they're as smooth as you can make them. Then pour your mashed bananas over the other mixture along with the 50 grams of your chocolate chips and then thoroughly combine everything together. Now, at this stage you should have a mixture that looks something like this, and when you do, you then need to get your bread tin and then grease it with some butter. Once you're all greased up, pour the banana bread mixture into the bread tin. And then finish it off by crushing the walnuts and then sprinkling them over the top. So, your banana bread is now ready for the oven. You need to stick it in on 170 degrees for between 45 minutes and an hour, and make sure you keep checking on it just to make sure it's not burning on top. After the cooking time, take the banana bread out of the oven, and to make sure it's definitely cooked through, stick a knife in, and if it comes out clear, you know it's done. And there you have it, my favourite banana bread recipe which just oozes with chocolate when you bite into it. And be sure to check out even more of my recipes by clicking on one of the videos coming up.